Hello everyone, welcome to Made by Monica. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. We have got 3 summer DIYs for you today. Woohoo! All right, DIY number 1. We're going to do butterflies. Now I picked these butterflies up. They were on clearance at I think Joann Fabrics. Maybe Hobby Lobby, not sure. But just, whatever shape that you've got, grab that. I grabbed some fat quarters from Walmart that were coordinating and some Mod Podge. So we are going to make a hanging butterfly decor. So you just want to take your first, and this can be used for anything. It doesn't have to be like wooden butterflies. If you have flowers or, whatever you got, just grab some sort of wooden piece and some fat quarters. Walmart has some really nice fat quarters out right now for summer. So we are just going to, you turn it over and you're going to trace it. And then we are just going to cut it out. Now, I don't know if you've ever done Mod Podge with fabric before, but it works wonderful, you guys. It really does. So you're going to put Mod Podge on first and then put your fabric on. And then you're going to put the Mod Podge over the top of the fabric as well. So it makes it real nice and stiff. So if you have a problem with bleed through, so if you're doing like a piece of white fabric or light fabric and your wood or metal or whatever piece you're using is showing through, you may need to paint it first. So you want to, dry fit it first and check it to see if you have any show through. And if not, then we can get started. So these are these cosmetic wedges that Dollar Tree carries. And these are wonderful for Mod Podge because, yep, you use it and throw it away in the trash can. Woohoo! No trying to rinse glue out of a paintbrush or something like that. You guys don't do that. It's terrible. It's a mess. It's a sticky mess. So use a sponge or something that you can throw away with your Mod Podge. So just go ahead and you're going to want to put, a nice layer down. Not too thick, but, not too thin either. And you want to make sure you get those edges for sure. When you're working with fabric, you want to make sure that those edges have the glue on them so that they go down real nice and tight. And then we are going to put the Mod Podge over the top of the fabric as well. And like I said, it makes it real nice and stiff. And once that dries, you won't even see that glue on there at all. So go ahead and give a nice good layer and remember the edges. Yeah, so if you get that Mod Podge down over the edge, you are literally sealing it right to your wood piece. So see, this works out great. It really does. If you've never done fabric Mod Podge before, go ahead and grab a spare piece of fabric and a design that you have or something, and go ahead and Mod Podge those together. It turns out really nice, like I said. So what I decided to do is, because I've got this coordinating fabric, I am going to do 2 of my butterflies in one of the fabric and then 1 of my butterflies in that dotted pattern for him to go in the middle. So I am just working on my other 2 pieces here. And you can see that, with that Mod Podge, it's so forgiving. You can move that fabric around and get your bubbles out. It's a lot easier, I think, to work with than paper, because sometimes that paper sticks to that Mod Podge and there is no moving it. So if you get a bubble or a wrinkle or something, it's pretty much there. But with fabric, nope, you can move it around and get those bubbles out and place it down. And then again, you just put that Mod Podge just right over the top, and it makes that fabric real stiff. And we're going to make sure that we get all the way to the edges and all the way around the edges, because like I said, that is what's going to seal that in there as well. Now, if you're going to use this on a front porch or use it outside, you may want to go ahead and Mod Podge the whole thing. And so that will give you a nice tight seal all the way around. I did not Mod Podge the back because I was leaving it inside. So I just didn't need to put any Mod Podge on the back. But like I said, if you are using this outside, you are probably going to want to Mod Podge the back as well. So now if you see, any hang-ons or cling-ons or anything, or it just didn't get quite trimmed right, then you can go ahead and trim it. Now, if you have to trim it too much, I would suggest going ahead and putting the Mod Podge, back over it again, because you definitely want to make sure that you have that seal. So go ahead and you may want to trim before you do the Mod Podge, but sometimes it's easier after because the material is nice and stiff. So just go ahead and use your heat gun, and you want to dry that Mod Podge. Now, some people I've heard have put it in the oven, but I've never tried that. I just use my heat gun and dry it. So, and it comes out really nice, you guys. You can see we've got our 3 butterflies there. Now, the saying that I'm going to put on my butterflies is, butterflies are nature's angels. I thought that was so sweet. Isn't that adorable? So I just got my Cricut out, and in Cricut Design Space, I just put in some text. Butterflies are nature's angels, and then I just went ahead and cut it out. So if you guys don't have this machine, you can certainly buy stickers from Dollar Tree, or Walmart carries stickers, and then you would just put the stickers on, one at a time, and, have it say whatever you want it to say. It can be, summer, sweet summer, or, whatever. I just thought this saying was just so beautiful. And I really like the way that it went with the sunflowers that are in the next 2 projects too. So I wanted to do like butterflies and sunflowers for summer. So like I said, you can have it say, whatever you want it to say. But if you've never seen the Cricut machine before or how this works, then you just put transfer tape over it. And then you apply it right to your project, and then you're going to just seal it down and pull that transfer tape off, and then you have the words right where you want them placed. And so if you don't have a Cricut machine, they are a little bit expensive, but if you wait until like Black Friday or something, oh my goodness, they're always on sale. So you may find a deal. They've also come out with the brand new Cricut machines that are the 3s. So if you watch your Facebook Marketplace, I'll bet a lot of those Cricut 2s that everybody has are probably going to go up on Marketplace because everybody's wanting the 3. So Cricut just released the Explore Air 3 and the Maker 3. And so if they have the Air Explorer 2 or the Maker, yep, you could make out. So watch Facebook Marketplace if you are looking for a Cricut machine. Now I am just going to place my 3 butterflies on this ribbon. You can do, however you want to attach your butterflies. You could use wood in between there. I thought really about using 2 of the painter sticks and putting those on there and giving it a little more rigid wood look. But I kind of thought they're butterflies, and so I wanted mine to, just kind of feel flowy and free. So I just decided to do mine on a piece of ribbon here. But, feel free to use whatever you want, however you want to attach yours. Now I just have a hanger here, and it's just metal, and I just put it on with some hot glue. Now I wouldn't suggest, if it's heavier than this, that you use hot glue with that, but my nails were too long. So, and there we have it. Look how cute it turned out, you guys. So cute. Now you can put, a ribbon on there if you want to, or use some jute twine on it as well. I just liked mine really, really simple, and I thought it turned out really cute. All right, so we're on to DIY number 2, and we are going to do a tray and a milk bottle. Now this is a brand new way, you guys, to paint this milk bottle. I am so excited to show you, but okay, epic fail. I lost the footage of painting this tray and putting the tray together. So I am so sorry, but I do show you how to do the milk bottle. That was the really, really neat part. So I'll show you how to do this. It's just a tray from Dollar Tree and some scrap paper from Hobby Lobby. And then I just cut it out, and then I just painted my tray in the chalk paint, and I used elephant, I believe, for the gray. So I just painted my tray gray in the elephant. I used these stickers. You can see which ones I used. These are just from Dollar Tree. And so I just stuck the stickers down on the inside of the tray. So I'm so sorry I lost that footage, but it really is very simple. So like I said, I literally painted the tray and stuck that in there. Now, this is the bottle that we're going to use. You get these from Dollar Tree. They're iced coffees. Or if you have any other kind of milk bottle that you want to use, I just put my heat gun on it, and I took off that first layer of sticker, and it comes off, you know, fairly easily with the heat gun, but then you're left with this like residue. So you want to get some acetone. There it is, the polish remover, 100% acetone from the Dollar Tree. And I just took a cotton round and put it on there, and look at that, you guys, it literally disappeared. Okay, I'm so using that trick all the time now. So here's my milk bottle, and you can use whatever you want. You can use a little vase or, you know, whatever you have. But we are going to paint this, from the inside. From the inside, y'all, inside. No more mess on the outside. No more having to paint these things like, you know, 3 times. But watch, all you do literally is pour the paint inside. Now, I know you guys have done these with like Christmas ornaments and things like that. I don't know why we've never thought to do this with our glass vases. Duh. But yes, it works like a charm. Can you tell I'm excited? I am so excited. I am so using this technique like all the time now. All the time, all the time. So you just want to pour your paint in there and then just kind of work it towards the bottom, or actually what is the top of the milk bottle actually. But you can see it just kind of runs itself around and it paints the inside of that glass. It is like magic, y'all. Now, I didn't quite get enough paint in there, so you know, don't be afraid to add quite a bit of paint because it just comes right back out. So once you're done painting the inside of that bottle, I'll show you. We are just going to, you know, take out the excess paint and put it right back in there. And it works like magic. It's magic. And look, no goop on the outside, no, you know, stuff on your fingers, no having to paint this thing 3 times. It is awesome. Now, you do want to make sure that you get that paint, you know, all the way to the end, because you are going to see that. Well, depending on what you put in it, you know, I just stuck a thing of sunflowers in it, but I'll probably go back and maybe even put in, you know, a piece of styrofoam and maybe even some greenery in it too. But I just put some sunflowers in it from Dollar Tree, and it worked out just fine. So you just want to work that paint, you know, all the way around. Look at it. Look. It's amazing. Yeah, and then you don't waste any paint like whatsoever, because then you just literally pour it back into the container, you know, and you can just let it drip if you want to, or you can turn it upside down and put it in a styrofoam bowl or something and let all the paint drip out if you want to. I didn't worry about it. I just went ahead and cleaned up the bottle and then just set it up right, because I didn't care if the paint dried in the bottom. It will pool into the bottom and dry, but yeah, I didn't care. I'm just putting some flowers in it. So look, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So I decided then to go ahead and put some twine around mine, but you certainly don't have to. It was gorgeous without it. And, you know, I just thought, it just looked, you know, really country to me. And since I did go ahead and use those stickers and put that little red truck in there, I wanted to, you know, have a little bit of twine in there as well. So, yep, I just stuck some sunflowers in there, and look how gorgeous it turns out. Just gorgeous. And I love this little tray. I am so excited how that turned out. Yeah, it was the elephant paint that I used on there. So I just took the tray and painted it with that chalk paint in elephant, and look how gorgeous. I love that you can see the shininess of the bottle, but yet the paint on the inside is still chalk. So you can still kind of see that it's, you know, like chalk paint, but the bottle is still like shiny on the outside. Oh, you guys, I just think it's gorgeous. I don't know. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I just thought it was so pretty together. Just gorgeous. Yeah, so I'll probably end up doing a whole video on just painting all kinds of the inside of glasses. Yeah, I'm going to try different colors too, probably. All right, let's get on to DIY number 3. We are going to do a sunflower wreath. Now, this was a grapevine wreath that I had put together in the spring. and I didn't really hot glue anything around it so that I could reuse it. So I just took all the spring ribbon off and decided to reuse it, and I am going to do it with sunflowers. Now these are bell flowers that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and then I did have 1 pack of the sunflowers left that I picked up at Walmart. Now, Dollar Tree does have some sunflowers left as well. So if you find them at Dollar Tree, you can grab them there as well. But if you don't see them, Walmart always has them. So, and then I picked up this sunflower ribbon from, I want to say Hobby Lobby when it was half off. Yep, I think that's what I did. Now, I thought that I had more burlap ribbon on that spool than I actually did. So anyway, the ribbon kind of turns out a little bit smaller than I had anticipated, but that's okay. It still turns out super cute. So I wanted to make sure that I can reuse this grapevine wreath and maybe even leave the yellow flowers in there and redo it for fall, and even leave some of the sunflowers in there as well. So we'll see once I get to fall. If I'm tired of it, I'll just take it all out and redo it. But you know how these grapevine wreaths are. They literally have a mind of their own. And so, you just go ahead and shove stuff in and it kind of goes its own direction. So just let the wreath guide you, just go ahead and put those flowers in, however that they go. And I just left a space there to do our ribbon. Now I do have only 3 sunflowers, which I really wish I had picked up more, but I decided to go ahead and put my ribbon on them before I put my sunflowers on. So I just wanted to make sure that the placement of those sunflowers was, really nice so that you could see them really well. So anyway, I am doing the fold over method with this ribbon. And like I said, I really thought I had more of that burlap than I did. So anyway, you just do the fold over method, and then you're going to cut halfway down and take a zip tie, and you can see what I'm doing there. You just want to pull the zip tie into your slits that you just cut. Now, this will help those loops, when you fluff your bow and stuff. It'll really help them to, stay in place. So you can pull it forward, pull it backwards, and it's not going to try and stay in a square for you. So just by cutting up the middle like that and putting the zip tie on there, it lets you have a little more, control over it. So I am just attaching this bow to the grapevine wreath, and then it wasn't quite full enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and add those sunflowers that I had. Like I said, I had 3 of them. Oh, yeah, don't forget to dovetail the ends of your ribbons, because that's what makes it look really high end. It just really gives it, you guys, that finished look. So cute, so pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and put those 3 sunflowers in that I had, and then we'll take a look at it from there. I do go ahead and add some more flowers because it wasn't just quite full enough for me. So now on those sunflowers, you want to kind of bend those upwards, and that way they kind of stick out a little bit, and you get more of, like the sunflower kind of growing towards the sun type of thing. So you want to give those just a little bend. So yeah, so I decided to add a few more of those bellflowers that I had and do some fill in then after I had my ribbon done. And that really helped out a lot. So, a lot of people will hang their wreath, and they will work on their wreath while it's hung. And that way you can really see, where your dead spots are and stuff that just needed filled in. So it's always nice to save a few of those flowers back, just in case you need to fill in somewhere where there's like a hole. So there we go, you guys. What do you think? Oh, you know what? I love it. I absolutely love it. Yep, I have it hung up on my door already, and I just think it is absolutely gorgeous, just gorgeous. So thank you guys so much for staying with me today and walking through these DIYs with me. I hope you get a chance to try some of these. I know it's summer, but let's keep our crafting going, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys. Love ya.